Oh, hello folks. I'm at home now. It's a couple hours later. I want to do a little follow-up. I mean, Google search knows everything, right? I'm not promoting anything. I'm not recommending anything. You know, I used to work for the Mossad. So, you know, I'm driving by and I notice the name, because I went to them a number of times and say thank you for the help that I received. Because I wasn't at a time where I could go. It wasn't big enough for an emergency room, and my doctor's office was closed. Convenient Care, not urgent care, the name was Convenient Care, Asheboro. Now, my browser remembers me looking this up before because it had the address on Fayetteville Street. First Health, that's the name of the company. Convenient Care, clinic address, urgent but non-life-threatening illnesses and injuries, open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. Okay. Now they're showing a picture for the outside. That's the place. This is great. This is street view. Remember, I pulled in, I went down this way, and then pulled in from behind, came up front to look at the sign, right? To look at the sign. And it's blanked out, meaning they're not there. This is Google's images, okay? They know about it. When did Convenient Care Asheboro close permanently? It's giving me the word permanently. Let's see what the AI overview summarizes. Based on community reports, the First Health Convenient Care location in Asheboro closed permanently on December 31st. Today's the 28th of January, so I'm catching up. Employees were reportedly notified of the closure in an email December 1st. Closure is reportedly due to, oh, very good. Fits right in. The closure is reportedly due to broader financial pressures and coming cuts affecting the healthcare system. Actually, that is a part of what's right before Congress as of today. This refers specifically to the First Health location, as other separate urgent care providers such as White Oak Urgent Care, which actually is just down the street, a couple hundred yards away, are still, well, no, I got that wrong, still operate in the Asheboro area. The White Oak doctor's offices are like literally 2 blocks away from this location I'm talking about. Their urgent care is actually in a completely different place over near the food line. If you don't know anything about Asheboro, I've just said the gobbledygook. Facebook, so I heard a rumor First Health in Asheboro is closing. Okay, so that's all we need. It's official. Steve A. before you, just being nosy. Saying see you at 73. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The bigger question is First Health in trouble everywhere? Or is this the only location they closed? Hang on. First Health, Convenient Care, Southern Pines, Fayetteville, Whispering Pines, Pinehurst, Lee Campus, in Sanford, Rayford, Asheboro, Hamlet. Here we go. Waiting times, their webpage. Convenient Care in North Carolina, First Health in the Carolinas, firsthealth.org. Why choose First Health Convenient Care? All right. Wait times. So here's a map of their locations. So those all say closed for today. It's after 8 p.m. But again, that would be Fayetteville, Southern Pines, Hamlet, Pinehurst, Rayford, Sanford, two in Sanford, Old Sanford Tramway. It's a slightly different location, and Whispering Pines. And that's Hamlet's way down here. And we are over here. So in a certain sense, they were on the US 1 corridor, more or less, and apparently they decided to see if they could come over to Interstate 73, and it didn't work out for here. But I told you why, and these other places don't have, I can tell you, I don't have hospitals. Now I'm going to pick on Hamlet, the one down here. Why would I pick on Hamlet as an example? A famous, that none of you know, jazz musician was born there, and there was a famous chicken processing plant fire that killed over 20 people. And the railroad line going through has a crossing like this. Do you think I've ever been there? It's on 1021 West Hamlet Avenue, Suite 6, Hamlet, North Carolina, closed at 7:30 p.m. So they're part of this complex like the one in Asheboro. There are other businesses there. It's on a major highway, US 74. The other, see what I said? It looked like most of them were on the US 1 corridor, but down in Hamlet, they're on 73, 74, and if you go north from there, you come to Asheboro. Who or what, see how my mind wanders, is Hamlet, North Carolina, famous for? Hamlet, North Carolina is primarily famous as a historic hub of the seaboard railroad line, railroad time, featuring the iconic Hamlet Depot and museums. It's also widely recognized as the birthplace of legendary jazz saxophonist John Coltrane. I've seen the building where the apartment where he was born in. Yeah, back in those days there were no hospitals. You got born at home, like my father. Railroad history, known as the hub of the seaboard, it was a major division point for the Seaboard Air Line Railroad, with over 30 trains passing through daily in its prime. Hamlet Depot, which would be the train station, is considered to be one of the most photographed train stations in the eastern United States. Industrial history. The town is sadly noted for the 1991 Imperial Food Products chicken processing plant fired. Now let me show you why they talk about the depot. Isn't it beautiful? See, I'm wandering. See the rail lines? Do you see how many rail lines there are? Here's the Hamlet Depot Museum. Now, what did I say about the railroad tracks? What did I say about the railroad tracks? When was the last time you saw two main rail lines do that? Here's the depot. Here's one of the rail lines. So you're going down that way, right? And you follow the road around. And you're shooting back. That's the closest we can get for street view. You got the picture? Have I ever been there? North Carolina Highway Historical Markers. There were more than 1,200, and I found all the ones that existed, but not in one weekend. Steve A.B. Foyal. Yes, I have found a replacement urgent care that I like, but the people at the convenient care were very nice and very good to me, especially when I needed them. Steve A. Foyal saying, see you at 73.